Hello traders and investors, welcome back to the Trend Trader channel. Today we're going to be talking about one company. We are going to be talking about SoFi Technologies. In one of our recent videos, we spoke about the upcoming earnings from SoFi Technologies and other companies. We mentioned that at that time the chart looked okay, but we're waiting to see what kinds of results we're going to see from SoFi Technologies. Now the results are out. There are a couple of things that we noted in there. So what we saw is that the revenue continued to grow. In terms of profitability, the business is not profitable yet, but the gap of losses, it keeps on getting closed, being closed bit by bit. So my opinion is that the company, in terms of fundamental analysis, the fundamentals are improving, given that the revenue itself is improving and that the loss per share is getting smaller and smaller, right? So to most people, those are good news. So now where's the problem with SoFi Technologies? We saw that pre-market SoFi was up about 5.5%. After the market opened, then SoFi was down 12%, negative 12% for the day. If you look at the chart, you will see that also there was a high selling pressure from people, right? So now you've got two conflicting ideas. You've got this improving decent result from the company. On the other hand, you've got this negative chart with what is happening, that sell off that comes after these earnings. So what you should do as an investor, as a trader, right? In the past, we mentioned that there are a lot of things that we look at whenever we want to make a buy or sell decision. One of the things that you should look into is how the market reacts to the news. The news, according to you or any other people, they could be positive or they could be negative. But me saying that the news are positive, I do not represent the views of the market, or me saying that the news are negative, right? So what you should pay attention to is the reaction of the market towards the news. Whether the news are positive or negative, how does the market itself receive those news and how do they act based on the news? Again, my view is that SoFi results are improving, so I view them as positive news. However, if you look at the price action of SoFi yesterday, the share price fell by a negative 12%. So basically, the market itself is seeing those news as negative, or they are responding negatively to those news. So now, where to from here with SoFi Technologies? Personally, I'm waiting to see how the stock is going to trade for this earnings week, and to see if the stock is going to try and reclaim where it was trading before the earnings. So remember, last week the stock traded somewhere around $6 per share. So now I'm waiting to see if the stock can try to climb back to that recent high levels. If it does, then maybe I can consider buying the company. As of the moment, I don't have a position in SoFi, and I'm comfortable with that, because just because the fundamentals are improving, the only thing that I'm more concentrating on is the share price itself. Despite good fundamentals, if the stock technical is not performing well, then I'm not willing to put my money in there. So that's it that I wanted to share with you today. That don't just look at the news that are coming from the company, look at them at whether they are positive or negative. Also pay attention to how the market itself is reacting to the news, because at the end of the day, we are getting the outcome of the market, not the outcome of our opinion. So that's it for today. I will see you in the next video.